Hello, everybody, and welcome to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of Super Bowl 52, and today home to a cross-conference matchup between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. It is C.J. Stroud and Sam Darnold. Both of these guys are second overall picks. Sam Darnold in 2018, and of course C.J. Stroud in 2023. And here come the Minnesota Vikings, ready to take on the Houston Texans. This game is between two teams that have had a lack of success this season. Houston getting upset week number 1 and able to get their first win of the year last week in a Sunday Night Football clash between them and the Bears. And the Vikings have started out 0-2, demolished by the Giants in week 1 and walloped, for lack of a better term, in week 2 against the San Francisco 49ers. But they look to change their season here in week number 3, as they will kick it off to the Houston Texans, and C.J. Stroud and company will get us started. An AFC versus NFC game in our 4th game of week number 3. Jets took down the Pats on Thursday Night Football. Browns took down the Giants. And last night, the Bears winning a thriller over the Indianapolis Colts, knocking down one of our final undefeated teams left in the simulation season. Well then, I think it's about time to begin stream. And here we go. On for the kickoff is Will Reichert, and we are underway at U.S. Bank Stadium. Short kick returnable for Sims, taken from the 4-yard line up to the 20-yard line, and out comes C.J. Stroud. Welcome, everybody, joining me today. What up? It's the Hard Fits Fan, Chili, it's Darnold Season, SM, Scribble, City of Sports Pride, and everybody else joining me throughout. I'm not going to lie, bro. I was getting cooked on TikTok earlier, bro. They did not find my audience. I found that out quickly. TikTok comments were ruthless today. Now I will avoid reels for an eternity. Regardless, though, it don't matter. Texans start with the football up. Kurt Cobain, Commanders in the building. Yes, sir. And here we go. C.J. Stroud going under center on the opening play from scrimmage. Joe Mixon does not get the handoff here as Stroud throwing on the run down the field. Finds Stephon Diggs, an early connection of 21. And that is how the Houston offense will kick things off here this afternoon. And they were successful last year with just Tank Dell and Nico Collins, and they have emerged this season, continuing with Stephon Diggs looking to make their names even further into the postseason. This time it's an I formation look from the 41-yard line, and a left side handoff is going to Joe Mixon, cutting back up the middle with a gain of 4 yards. 45 out of 45 picks Houston. That is insane work today. That is crazy. God forbid a guy try to enjoy himself, man. That's whatever. The hate with anonymousness is great. Two receivers left and right of C.J. Stroud on a 2nd and 6, 4-man rush. Pass down the middle. Low, but caught. And that looks like it is Tank Dell with a short reception. And it is. Gain of 3. Eggs over the $1.99. Just put the prize in the bag, bro. All right. That comment was actually absolutely hilarious. What up, John Zeller? Internet is a dark place. Yes, it is. On a 3rd and 3, Viking faithful on their feet here at U.S. Bank Stadium, trying to rally their defense to get a stop as Stroud has all the time in the world. We'll check it down in the flat to Mixon, and he has got the first down with the lunge. An impressive first down catch and run. That's enough to move the chains. Houston offense with their second first down today. Looking to keep it up here. Stroud this time from the 48-yard line, Mixon directly behind him. And I believe Stroud with the hard count drew an offsides. And he did. Chili with $2, leave out the sauce. Make him mad. I will do that. W Dono. Yeah, I was like, oh wow, TikTok must be doing well. Let's go check out to see how the comments, what the comments look like. All right, Scribble. Forgot my drink, bro. W Dono. Jeez. Mixon by himself in the backfield on 1st and 5 after the offside penalty. And he goes left side to pick up about half a yard, but a late marker down. And we will check on this one. It's coming back. I think the offensive and defensive lines of these teams need to take a trip to the fast food department. After the offsides and then the holding penalty from Tunsil, 1st and 15, handoff up the middle to Joe Mixon. who will tumble forward after a gain of 4 yards. Nice. Well, that'll work. Back to midfield, just like that. Neither one of these teams wanting to win so far today. But it is what it is. I'll heart that donut too. Appreciate it. Scribble. 1 receiver right and 3 to the left on a 2nd down and 11. From midfield, 6-man rush. Right side pass is caught over the shoulder of Joe Mixon with a nice gain of 5. All right, I'm going to look at the future schedule to see as well who else we got coming up in the next few days. Week 3, Eagles, Saints tomorrow, Chargers, Steelers after that. Wonderful. The 2nd overall pick in last year's draft, C.J. Stroud, now out of the empty on a 3rd and 6. With the pocket collapsing, will step left and throw crossbody down the field on the money to Dalton Schultz. Takes off with $1.99. I'm just getting insulted through donos right now, but hey, man. Whatever works, I guess. Appreciate the $1.99. Make it 4 donos. Oh, worker? All right, bro, dang. I'm working right now. You guys are making me money. McDonald's in a nutshell. Gotta be. Most definitely. Stroud now on a 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 26. 4-man rush this time. C.J. Stroud has all the time in the world, and he will throw it out of bounds. Incomplete. His first incompletion of the day. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Stephon Diggs sideline, Minneapolis Miracle, Case Keenum ending the Vikings Saints division round back in 2018. We don't talk about that game. Yeah. Minneapolis Miracle was all for none. Stroud throws his first incompletion. 5 for 6, 50 yards on his opening drive here, trying to get into the end zone. Stephon Diggs now at the top of the screen by himself. And a check down going towards the middle. Brevin Jordan's wide open. He'll run forward to pick up 15. Chili with a 201. That's insane work. That is crazy work, Chili. You guys are paying me minimum wage. Jeez, man. This is not a real stream tonight. I refuse to believe it. Texans in the I formation, run heavy here at the 13-yard line, and a pitch left side going to Mixon, and he breaks away from the first defender, and there goes Joe Mixon setting up 1st and goal. Okay, Joe. Joe going crazy. That is what people make per hour. That is true. I suppose. Well, I was trying to update my dono list, but now I got like 5 donos to keep up with, so I'll do it in a moment, I guess. Same formation here on 1st and goal. This time a couple more big bodies right, and a pitch in that direction. Mixon cutting up the middle, and finally he will be shut down. And Shaq Mason goes down with an injury. Just paid $9.99 in a minute, yeah. Can't make that in a fast food place, to tell you that much. Not that fast, at least. Wow. Texans will have to make do without Shaq Mason going down to injury. See if he can make a return to this one as a handoff up the middle to the fullback going nowhere. Andrew Beck losing a yard. Tired Fins fan ordering Dons for the group. Let's go. Been real quiet, bro's about to donate. I don't know. He's cooking up something devious right now. That or he's lurking the menu to figure out what to order. One or the other. Joe Mixon in the backfield to the right side of C.J. Stroud on a 3rd and goal. Important play here. As Stroud stepped to his right, and he will throw to the end zone for the touchdown. Dalton Schultz wide open. Doesn't get much easier than that. That'll work out nicely, and Houston's opening drive results in a touchdown. The chickens are gas. Harrison Smith took the bait from C.J. Stroud, and that sets up a wide open Dalton Schultz for the Houston touchdown. Donate $10 if you say, I will not be saying that. No. My pride is worth more than your measly $10 bill, Scribble. The extra point here for Cammy Fairbairn. Looking to make this a 7-0 Houston lead. It is up, and it is good. That is a long opening touchdown drive. Chili going to update the standings. Appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate it. $10 worth it? No, it's not. Obviously, would you get paid $10 to say, like, I don't know, I love the Rams or something like that? Would that be worth it for you? I don't know, man. Say I love Seattle or Dallas for dollar. Dang. Fairbairn on for the kickoff. Minnesota will have their opening drive. Return will be taken from the goal line up the middle. And this is a good return up the middle, and it's going to go for a big one. And we're going to see some special teams fireworks here in Minnesota. A touchdown on the kickoff return for Keeney and Wongwu. Dang. Dang. Minnesota getting on the board with their special teams. No need to wait for Sam Darnold. And the Vikings an extra point away from tying this game at 7. What up, Adelaide Prime? Just got here the Vikings scored. They did. W eggs off for the donut. Appreciate it. 50 piece, 50 Big Macs, 50 fries. All right, bro. What's the whole pay it forward thing? $341.37. Understandable. Light bill at McDonald's. Extra point here for Will Riker this time. It is up and it is good. Wow. Well then, I did not expect that for either team, to be honest with you. But we have gotten a ton of donations. This stream has just felt like a fever dream right now. Like, this does not feel like a real stream. Free scribble. 2-1 in your pickup so far. Yeah, let's talk about the game, because this game is actually interesting for no reason. The Texans take their opening drive down the field. And then the Vikings return the favor on an impressive kickoff return from Nwangwu. See if Houston's special teams can do something here. As Sims will take a short kick once again from the 4. And he will take it right side up to the 25-yard line. Diehard Fitz fans 3-0. Dang, I am also 2-1. Not the greatest. I was doing much better last week. I was like, I think 13 and was I 13-1? I think I was at one point. Lost my last 2, but still, one loss through the first 14 games of week 2. That was something that was impressive. Texan offense didn't get much of a break after the special teams miscue. Back on the field here with a handoff to Joe Mixon. Throwing away the first defender and picking up a gain of 3. Andrew Van Ginkel, Dolphins legend, yes sir. I still remember, I think it was my 2022 sim season, so year 1 for me. He had a game-winning interception against the Baltimore Ravens. It was a really fun game, actually. One of my favorite on the channel. Empty backfield besides Joe Mixon here on a 2nd and 7, who will get a right side stretch handoff looking for a block from Diggs, and it didn't last long enough. Harrison Smith on the tackle. What fit should you wear tomorrow? I mean, how are we going to vote on that? Had the Colts with the Bears put it off yesterday. Crazy game yesterday, to say the least. Yeah, me too. It was a wonderful game, though. On a 3rd down and 4 at the 31. Vikings faithful trying to rally their defense once again. Screen passes out there to Joe Mixon, and he will shut down the crowd with a gain of 9 yards on the screen pass. Wow. Well, this game was going by pretty quick on the opening drive, but it has slowed down since. Jermaine Mixon, former Bengal. Bench formation on a 1st and 10. And a handoff to the former Bengal up the middle again. Lunges forward to pick up 2 on his 7th carry. All right, let me try to update my YouTube donation list. Exile's last day of school today, W. All right, bet that scribble. 5 wide for the Houston Texans on 2nd down and 8. C.J. Stroud dropping back to pass. Extra blitzers coming. He stands tall and delivers a 1st down strike to Nico Collins. 7-6 last week. I think I'm 3-0 this week. There you go, SO. But they don't know this on Discord. I can do that. After I update it real quick. Actually, I'll just update it after stream. Too much math to do for 6 donations. Texans back across midfield here on their 2nd drive. Looking to replicate their opening 5-minute, 45-second drive. Handoff up the middle to Joe Mixon. Nice angry run and a gain of 8. Working by school, so we'll be back next week. Dang. Is it like school specialty? Is that what they call it? So I think every school probably has that. It pays pretty good, though. Beck, the fullback, in the backfield here on 2nd and 2. And a handoff to Joe Mixon, and he is taken down for a loss of a yard at the 42-yard line. School specialty, yeah. Yeah, they do actually pay pretty good, but it's just like actual hard labor. Probably worth it, I would imagine. 21st offensive play of the quarter here for Houston. On a 3rd and 3, Joe Mixon gassed in the backfield, but the workhorse gets the football again, and he will not have the line to gain. Ivan Pace Jr. with a wonderful tackle. And now Houston has a decision to make. Punt, go for it, kick. I think they're going to go for it. Minnesota win would be crazy, and they're not. Wow. No roll of the dice, not even a field goal attempt for Cammy Fairbairn. Tommy Townsend on for the punt. The former Chief gets this one away left side, and a wonderful punt out of bounds at the 4. Hey, we actually got a good punt for once. Let's go. We'll take that. Rooting for the Mavs, but again, we got lucky. Yeah, I'm hoping the Mavs will pull this one out tonight, but I don't know. If the Mavs win tonight, the series is going to go 2-7. But if they lose, then obviously it's over. So I still think Boston wins tonight, personally. I don't foresee the Mavericks continuing to assert themselves on the road. Very unlikely. And the first appearance today for Sam Darnold starts this drive at his own 3.5-yard line. Quick pass left side, caught by Jefferson. Gain of 12 and a first down. Rare realistic moment, true. And that'll take us to the end of the opening quarter, and a quick one. Houston 7, Minnesota 7. After a kickoff return touchdown for an Onwenu. There we go. First play here of the second quarter. And a right side handoff to the former Green Bay Packer, Aaron Jones, and he is taken down after a gain of a yard to the 16-yard line by Jamal Hill. Seen a lot of Madden 25 gameplay on my TikTok. I wish, I actually signed up to become a beta tester for the game or whatever through my email. Guess I'm not a big enough name for EA to care, but whatever. Sam Darnold this time going to empty out the backfield. Cover 0 blitz here for Houston. Darnold going to unleash one deep left side. Down the field, it is caught wonderfully for Jordan Addison. Okay, Sam Darnold, I was not familiar with your game. Wow. He threw that one like he had nothing to lose. And one-on-one down the field. I'm surprised the receiver won that battle. Well then. Huh. Vikings inside the 25-yard line. What a toss there from Sam Darnold, but immediately going the wrong direction is Aaron Jones. Azeez Al-Shire, who picked off Caleb Williams for the first time in his young career last week with the TFL. Possible trap game. Listen, if there's going to be a trap game, tonight's the one to be. Nobody else picked the Vikings. Aaron Jones now the guest running back in the backfield here on a second down at 11. Darnold off the play action. Stepping into a throw. Left side he goes. Coming back for it is Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings will have it first and goal at the 3. What's up, B-boy? Welcome to stream. This is a shocking start to this game. But keep in mind, Houston lost to the Panthers last year on the road. So maybe this is just like a trap type of game. Who knows? Couple of wonderful throws on this drive for Sam Darnold. And a handoff down the middle to Aaron Jones running through defenders. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage. But Jefferson with 2 catches. Addison with a deep ball. It does not look too bad. Chile has already updated the full season fan standings. Anticipating a Vikings win, but I don't know. Or, sorry, a Houston win, but I don't know. Same play here. Second and goal after the gain of nothing. For Aaron Jones, he gets a pitch right side, and they're going to test up boundaries, and Jones didn't get the memo that the sideline was wide open. Should have been a touchdown there. But the Houston defense will make one more stand and try to make another one here on 3rd and goal. See if the defense can withstand it. Run-heavy formation here for Minnesota, and a handoff down the middle to Aaron Jones, and Azeez Al-Shire is there. Combining with Jalen Petrie, No gain on the play, and the Vikings drive looks like it has come to a halt. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. The way they were moving, I thought this was a touchdown on the next play, but oh, hang on here. Minnesota going to roll the dice here at the 3-yard line on 4th and goal, handing it off to the fullback, hand to the end zone. No, he's a yard short, and the Houston defense makes a stop. Wow. A fullback dive on 4th and goal is gutsy. Oh, that was close, you know. That was close. I don't know, man. Are we going to take another replay of this one? We'll see. What up, Brandon Spearman? Picking would be doomed. But yeah, you're a Vikings fan, right? I mean, it'll be worth it. If I'm about to dive right back. All right, yeah, chat is lagging for me a ton right now. My internet is being destroyed right now. It is what it is there, but wow. The Houston defense making a stop, but backed up to their own half-yard line here is their offense with a handoff left side going to Joe Mixon. Breaking away, got the first down. Plenty of breathing room for the offense. Goal line stand was crazy. Brandon Spearman's first 2 comments today was yo and no. Love it. Man got to lower the 4 down attempt. Some teams should not make taking that risk. Almost had a stroke reading that, but I get what you mean. I get the main idea. Gain of 16 on the 11th carry from Joe Mixon. His longest of the afternoon as he will motion out as a receiver. Stroud left side pass is caught by Stephon Diggs. And Stroud over 100 yards passing on the afternoon. And the Minnesota fans, not very happy here. I'm trying to think of what her name is, bro. I can't remember for the life of me. You guys know the Minnesota fan Jackie on TikTok? Hope you guys know. Stroud back under center on a 1st and 10. Back-to-back conversions for the Houston Texans and make it 3 in a row for Joe Mixon. 13-yard gain up the middle on his 12th carry. Cadillac Jack, that's her TikTok name. One of my favorite NFL TikTok accounts. Always posts her weekly reaction to the Vikings games. Always fun. Houston offense starting to gain some rhythm here on their 3rd drive after stalling short and punting from the Minnesota 40. Stroud back to pass left side. Got to check it down to mix it. Out of the backfield, pick it up just 2. Stroud already having a better game than Caleb, yeah. Yes, everyone picked Houston this week. All 45 pick'ems have the Texans. Did not think I'd ever see the day that everyone picked the same team. But nobody, including Vikings fans, believe in their team, which is hilarious. 11 for 12 so far today is C.J. Stroud looking to add to those numbers here. But before that, a left side handoff to Mixon across the midfield stripe, making it 3rd and 3. I forget who I was talking about that to. I think it was Brendan Spearman that I was like, or sorry, Brendan Marks. And I was like, hey, I don't think there's ever going to be a time where that happens. Sure enough, the very next week, we get one. Crazy times. 3rd and 3, bunch formation right for Stroud on a 5-man rush. He will throw it right side, caught by Schultz, but Harrison Smith with a tackle for loss. Vikings defense makes another stand, and a stalemate right across midfield. Tommy Townsend getting the call once again. 4th and 4, he will punt it away. Vikings going to bring some pressure, dangerous kick, and as a result, it is an awful one, a 17-yard punt out of bounds at the 34. What up, Centaur? You? We're on the CJ Stroud boat tonight. You are correct. Check Discord, bet. Can do it. Texans pick 'em. Yeah, that is absurd. 45 out of 45 is crazy work. Excellent starting field position after the shanked putt from Townsend. Vikings start this drive at their own 34 with a handoff to Aaron Jones, but he will lose a yard in the negatives on the day. That is brutal. Aaron Jones is a pretty underrated running back, too. I figured he would be doing a little bit better. Whatever. Out of the control of us at this point. Up to Madden. Sam Darnold this time, still yet to throw an incompletion today. See if he can keep up that here. On 2nd and 11, stepping to his right. And he will take off with a football. And he's got room to run, diving down a yard short of the line to gain. Might have picked him now. I want them to lose since my boys sold me yesterday. Yeah, Colts did not have the greatest performance. Aaron Jones, when he plays with Dallas, or plays Dallas, yeah. Joe Mixon tackled to the tackle for sim game, 4th down. Texans go 3 and out. Huh. Darnold picks up again at 10 on his first carry, and here is Aaron Jones on the negatives on the afternoon, and back to even with the 1-yard gain. Aaron Jones kind of cooked Dallas, I'm not going to lie. It was more Jordan Love, but on that first drive, Aaron Jones was balling out. And we have hit the 2-minute warning here at US Bank Stadium. This game is going by quick. Very evenly matched so far, though. See what Kevin O'Connell has dialed up in the 2-minute drill for the Minnesota offense from the 44. Darnold will go down the middle, finds Brandon Powell across midfield. Nice first down strike and more, diving forward up to the 36. And the referee's giving him an extra 3 yards out of pure generosity as he ricocheted from the 39 to the 36. Love that. 7 rushes, 0 yards is crazy work. Yeah. Justin Jefferson at press coverage, 1-on-1 at the top of the screen. Sam Darnold dropping back deep, a stepping left, penalty marker down. This will likely be holding as Darnold will throw it away, incomplete. Looks like the left tackle got a little bit grabby, and he did. Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Christian Darrisaw guilty of the hold. Vikings pushed out of field goal range with the holding penalty there from Darrisaw. 4-man rush and a screen pass left side out to Aaron Jones, looking to be more lethal through the air than he was on the ground with a gain of 3. That was probably the most obvious holding penalty I think I've ever seen in Madden. Doesn't get much more obvious than that. Nothing easier to call than that one. Minnesota in the no huddle now, 2nd and 17, all 3 timeouts still remaining. Darnold checking it down left side at Brandon Powell, working his way to get out of bounds, but he cannot quite get there on the gain of 4. Who's going to be the free agent acquisition that has the biggest impact on their new team this season? That is a pretty good question. I'm trying to think of free agents, not like trades necessarily. Because there is a handful of free agents that were pretty significant this season. Minnesota on the cusp of field goal range here on 3rd and 13. Trying to at least take a lead into halftime. Darnold dropping back, launching one deep left side, batted down, incomplete. And a nice play to the sideline, denying Justin Jefferson the reception. Yeah, I feel like Saquon's a pretty safe bet. I think that's a pretty good shout. Including trades, too. I don't know. Wow, they're going to punt. Will Riker not getting the call here from 56 out. You got to wonder how conservative all these teams can be so far this season as the punt out of bounds at the 16. There's Joe Mixon's stats. I'm just kind of shocked that we can never guarantee ourselves even like 55-yard field goals anymore. They just don't exist. I don't get it. Do not understand it. But including trades, I don't know. Kirk Cousins, maybe? We'll see. Texans now trying to take a lead before the halftime break. Starting this drive at their own 16. Screen passes out there to Mixon with a gain of just half a yard. What up, Sports Beast? Diggs or Mixon? That's a good one. This game has been very mid, yeah. Aaron Jones tackles Sam Darnold. What? Sam Darnold sacked. Oh, comma there. Gotcha. And this will be the final play of the opening half. A quick one and a very boring one as well. Left side passes out there and caught up the sideline. Out of bounds is Dameon Pierce. And we have hit halftime. Tied at 7 apiece. Probably the most forgettable first half we have had all season. We are on pace for a sub-hour stream right now. That is insane. And the Skull chants starting here at US Bank Stadium. No field goals at all, pretty much punting and 4th down goes, yep. Yeah, I mean, in Madden, the only time field goal kickers even get the call at this point is between like the 10-yard line and the 30-yard line From 35 plus, they get nothing. Like 50-yard field goals are not guaranteed anymore. And teams love to go for it from inside of the 10, so who knows? Favorite on for the kickoff. And Wongwu looking for another kickoff return touchdown. Already has one today. Up the middle he goes to the 21-yard line. Out comes Sam Darnold yet again. Minnesota has had the ball majority of the second quarter after Houston possessed pretty much the entire first quarter. TJ Hawkinson's been quiet today. Not even a target. I haven't even noticed him on the field. Funny enough. That is weird. 5 receivers out there on the opening play of half number 2. Houston bringing 5, and Sam Darnold will notice that. Foyesade Fatukasi. Yikes. Or for Lorenzo Fatukasi, I should say. That is a sack of 11 yards. And Houston winning the tug-of-war now. Darnold takes his first sack of the afternoon, pushing back the Minnesota Vikings to their own 10. Darnold steps to his right in the end zone, launching down the field near the sideline, incomplete. Good coverage down the field. Trying to see who that was there. And it looks like it may have been Kamari Lassiter. For Lorenzo Fatukasi, yeah, Jaguar legend. 3rd and 21, a mile here for Minnesota. Trying to go the distance if they can. Houston just bringing 4. Darnold going to launch one deep left side. Jefferson's out there, but it's knocked down by Petrie. Jalen Petrie with a clutch pass breakup. Always was going in the direction of that man right there, Justin Jefferson. So a good choice. Ryan Wright is on for the punt at his own end zone. Getting this one away from the goal line. And Houston will have a chance to return. Steven Sims taking this one from the 40. Cutting it right side, and he is taken down at the 49. Best starting field position today for Houston. C.J. Stroud taking the football field once again. But, man, this game has been mid. Excellent opening drive for Houston and a kickoff return for Minnesota. I thought we were in for like a shootout, but no. Good defensive battle. I don't even think it's been good defense, to be honest. Just mid-offense. Petrie underrated, yeah. I mean, there have been good plays here or there. But still, not the greatest game of all time. Best starting field position this afternoon for Houston. And a left side handoff to Joe Mixon, shooting himself out of a cannon with a gain of 7. Ivan Pace Jr., 6 tackles this afternoon. Wow. That's an impressive feat. Keep an eye on that to see if he can break the single-game tackle record for our sim season. I don't know what that is, but I'd imagine it's probably about 8 or 9. So we'll see. 2 receivers left and right here on 2nd and 3 this time. From the Viking 44, right side handoff to Mixon. Stepping forward to pick up 2. Welcome back, Scribble. Nothing has happened since you left, just so you know. Actually, nothing. Been the most mediocre game of the season. Even with 10-minute quarters, those could not save us. It's the Viking tradition. U.S. Bank Stadium, once again, the decibel level is raised. On a 3rd and 1, a handoff up the middle to Joe Mixon. Got the first down and more following blockers inside the 30. And a good way to keep the drive moving here for Houston. And it looks like we may actually have points. Boring first half for you as well at start of the season? Rep handoff animation still gets me? Yeah, it's hilarious. At the 29 now after the excellent run from Joe Mixon. And he will continue to be the star of the offense. Bouncing it left side. Joe Mixon, a nice gain of 5. The warp handoff, yeah. I know, it's just the ball has been teleporting into the hands of running backs since, like, Madden 23. When we first saw that, I was like, they'll fix this, right? No. No, they did not. Not at all. 2nd and 5 now at the 24. Stroud got to fire one right side. It is behind, but caught by Nico Collins. First down, Texans. They will move the chains into the red zone. I might not even have to clip twice. This might be a one-clip type of stream. If we can get sub-hour, we're pretty close. Texans back inside the Minnesota red zone. Another handoff to Mixon, over 100 yards on the afternoon. Another first down, first and goal, Houston. You need to say, okay, yeah, so that will not be happening. Rose is getting bored. I am too, to be fair. This has been a mid-off and a half. This is actually much similar to the game last year between Houston and Carolina. Nico Collins in the slot, Stephon Diggs at the top of the screen. Collins in motion, fake touch pass and a handoff to Mixon. His 18th carry, or his 19th carry now, good enough to move the football forward another yard or two. That'll bring up second and goal. Yeah, he would be a pretty solid fantasy pick. I would agree with that. 19 carries today for Joe Mixon, the running back from Cincinnati, or the former Bengal, I should say, getting a ton of reps. And here's number 20, able to get another yard closer to the end zone. And I'm hoping we don't have any deja vu from the Minnesota drive earlier. That's not something I really want to see. Yeah, hopefully he punches it in for the touchdown here in a minute. Who knows? Run-heavy formation here on 3rd and goal. As Stroud will hand it off to Mixon down the middle of the end zone for the touchdown. Houston retakes the lead. There we go. Wow, he got a lot of carries that drive. Ton of carries. But Mixon is feasting. The former Cincinnati Bengal on his 4th consecutive carry, finally able to break the plane for the Houston touchdown. Back ahead by 6. It's Darnold's season, called it. Fairbairn is on for the extra point, looking to make this a 14-7 Houston advantage. Kick on the way and good. And are we going to get deja vu with a Minnesota kick return touchdown? We'll see. Yikes. Chad, do you think Odell Beckham Jr. was ever a top 5 wide receiver at any point? What do we think? I wonder. On for the kickoff is Cammy Fairbairn. And Nwangwu ready for another return. His 3rd today, 1 touchdown on special teams. So that one, his worst return of the afternoon. Only up to the 20-yard line. Back comes Sam Darnold. He had himself a pretty good opening drive. But they didn't score because they went for it on 4th and goal. Not a very good decision from Kevin O'Connell. His decisions have confused me today. Yeah, for a single season. I feel like he had to have been top 5 at least 1 year. Obviously not all the time, though. Minnesota back on the field, down by a touchdown. Darnold will hand it off to Aaron Jones. Got some good downfield blocking. His best carry today, a gain of 14. And he's finally safely in the positives. Lots of tackles for loss for him today, thanks to the poor blocking of the offensive line, but that looks to have been fixed. Rookie year of 2016, yeah. I like that. There were so many good wide receivers around that time, to be fair. It's hard to tell. Another I formation look here for Minnesota. Darnold off the play action, stepping right, stepping up in the pocket. Got to be careful. Hit as he throws it complete. Scribble just remembered a funny story. Oh, boy. Lock in for this one. Hold your horses for this one. I mean, think about all the receivers we've been blessed with the last, handful of years. Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. We have had so much talent at wide receiver. We've been spoiled. See if the Texans will bring some pressure here. They will not. And a check down across the middle. Incomplete for the diving Brandon Powell. It'll make it 3rd and 10. Yeah, earliest. I feel like it's fair. That catch did make him famous, I will say. But for good reason. He was a talent, for sure. Vikings now on a 3rd and 10. 5-man delayed rush coming, and it's going to be a sack for Azeez Al-Shire. The offensive line in Minnesota was not ready for the weave in and out. And that is going to be a loss of 12 and a Minnesota punt coming up. This is more how I expected this game to go. Still a pretty big mid-off going on right now. On for the punt is Ryan Wright once again. Getting this one away from the 12-yard line. And the Texans brought some pressure, so fair catch called for at the 34. All right, friend told me to watch this live stream of this old war veteran. Yeah, I already know exactly where this is going. I already know exactly where this is going. It's funny how you could just say a sentence and I just know exactly the direction in which it's going. I don't know what's taking so long to get the ball to the best receiver in the league. Not for real. I don't either. Andrew Beck in the backfield on 1st and 10. And a read option taken by C.J. Stroud, upended by Harrison Smith. All over that one, a loss of 3. This highlight video might be like 7 minutes long, which is saying something. We have had 6-minute quarter games that have had more highlights than this one. That's beyond me. C.J. Stroud going to lose 3 yards on the QB keeper, sending Houston back to the 31-yard line. Hand off to Mixon. Able to get back that yardage and more. Tackle made by Byron Murphy Jr. and Ivan Pace Jr. See, you know, a player is going to get a tackle for one of these teams, and it'll show that they have the same number of tackles that they just had. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Stroud of the Texans facing a 3rd and 7. Once again, his screen passes out there to Mixon, and he is not. No, he does have the first down. Thought for a second he was short. Anticipating that he was not going to get there with the spin move, but they will move the chains. Oh, that was what I was expecting, Scribble, to be honest with you. But interesting. 2:15 left now in the 3rd quarter. Stroud looking to attack. Deep down the field as he will step and throw left side to the sideline. Nice readjustment. Nico Collins dragging the toes down in bounds. Who are the Browns wide receiver 1 if no Cooper, Jerry Jeudy? Jeudy and Elijah Moore, which is serviceable. But we cannot afford to lose Amari Cooper. I don't understand why we immediately pay Jerry Jeudy, but we can't pay him. I don't get it. 2 minutes left now in the 3rd quarter. Houston trying to put the game away with a touchdown drive here. Right side handoff to Mixon, and he will not gain a single yard. We have got some stinker games coming up the next couple days. I'm not going to lie. Looking at the schedule. Eagles Saints mid, Chargers Steelers mid, Broncos Buccaneers. That'll be okay. Packers Titans the next good game though. Time is ticking away here after the 23rd, and here's the 24th carry for Joe Mixon. Able to get nothing more than a loss of a yard. Dang. It's probably worth $1, I'm not going to lie. I'd do something like that for $1. Yeah, that game is, what, the 21st of June, so we got a while. 3rd down at 11, less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Blitz coming, right side pass down the field, caught with a diving attempt by Nico Collins. Okay, hang on. We have not paid attention to C.J. Stroud. He's 18 for 19 right now. Holy cow. He is slinging that football. Unreal. Weekend games will be good. Yeah, that's true. That's the hope, at least. Stroud now 18 for 19, having himself quite the afternoon here in Minneapolis. Looking to continue that trend. A hand up to Mixon up the middle. Gets away from the first tackler. Got the first down and almost got the end zone. Most impressive carry today from Joe Mixon on a gain of 14. Lions Cardinals will be fun. Ravens Cowboys will be great. Niners Rams will be good. Chiefs Falcons is underrated. Jaguars Bills will be good. Commanders Bengals will be great. So yeah, we should be in for a pretty good weekend of games. And a head off here, up the middle to Beck, and he is cutting forward, and he will roll over back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be on angry runs this week? He's got to be. No doubt about it. Opening play of the 4th quarter from the 1-yard line. The Texans trying to punch it in here. As a pitch right side to Mixon, looking for his 2nd touchdown, and he is shut down at the 2 by Blake Cashman, former Houston Texan. Lots of revenge games going on around here. Jonathan Grenard and Blake Cashman, former Houston Texans, trying to get revenge, and Danielle Hunter, also the former Viking on Houston. 3rd and goal this time from the 2 after the loss of a yard for Mixon. And Stroud off the play action, and he avoids a sack, stepping up in the pocket. He will climb, and he is looking for the goal line, and he has got it with an acrobatic attempt. Unbelievable. That's the most athletic play I've seen from a quarterback so far this season. That was nice, you know. Wow. C.J. Stroud with an athletic touchdown avoids the sack from Van Ginkel and dives over the linebacker right there, Blake Cashman, for the touchdown. Wow. That's your can't miss play. Definitely play the game. Extra point here for Cammy Fairbairn. It is up and it is good. Sheesh. That should probably just about do it. I mean, I don't think it's over. But the way that Minnesota is as a unit, it may as well be. But stick around, though. Don't go anywhere. Still plenty of game left to be had. With 9:23 remaining, if Darnold slings the ball like he did on the opening drive, it's not over, that's for sure. But that was definitely play of the game, no doubt about it. See, Texans out of the AFC South and the Vikings out of the AFC, or NFC North, I should say. Fairbairn on for the kickoff once again. Minnesota's offense will go back to work from wherever this kickoff return ends up. And that is not very far, just to the 19-yard line. Back comes Sam Darnold. He's had a pretty decent day. I'm not going to pin the blame on him for this one. Kevin O'Connell's decisions have not been the greatest, but neither team has really deserved to win this game, if I got to be so honest. Regardless, though, Minnesota with a chance to bring this one back. Let's see if they can do so. They have been outgained plenty. Just 124 total offensive yards today for Minnesota. Trying to add to that total here is Aaron Jones, taken down from behind by Danielle Hunter, the former Viking. Had to have his name called today at one point or another. Well, everyone in chat is going to get a win on their pick'em sheet if the stat continues, which is awesome. Sam Darnold now out of the empty on second down at 4. 5 receivers out there. Darnold will roll left and throw deep down the field into double coverage, incomplete. Working on Jordan Addison. What up, CCU Gamer Boy? Welcome in. Good to have you here late in this one. And a pretty mediocre game so far, where Houston has been slightly less mediocre. Texan defense looking to pitch a 3-and-out here on a 3rd and 4. Low snap, but controlled by Sam Darnold. Got a couple of good blocks, but it won't last all day. Launching one deep left sideline, and Justin Jefferson is not long enough to haul that one in. Oh, I forgot the Celtics game did start. Not too shabby. Cannot complain. Oh, it's 9-2. What are the Mavs doing? 1 for 9 is crazy. Ryan Wright on for the punt once again. And Minnesota's got to hope for a muff or something along those lines here. Steven Sims ready to return from his own 30. And he will climb up the field to gain 9 on the return. Joe Mixon, definitely the player of the game today. 172 total yards. But most of his work being done on the ground with 134 rushing. Bet that, Chili. Yeah, I'm actually going to start like midstream, like readjusting those, to be honest with you. Houston back in possession of the football. Up by 14 and a play action here. Pass left side over the shoulder. Catch is made. There goes Nico Collins. A 61-yard touchdown strike. That will do it. C.J. Stroud uncorking one deep left side. A 61-yard pass on the dime to the Michigan wide receiver, Nico Collins. Ooh. This game is getting out of hand, chat. Just get a 200 yards game, or a 200-yard game, probably. Extra point up and good. 61-yard, one-play drive. All right, let me go ahead and start adjusting these standings. Minnesota is still going to be one of a couple winless teams in the NFL, unfortunately for them. Should have done it if it wasn't for the kick return. Yeah, I know, that was the most bailed touchdown. To be fair, they should have scored on that opening drive they had. Darnold was kind of cooking. But the Vikings have had pretty good starts to weeks 2 and 3 against teams that They should beat, but that's about it. Fairbairn on for the kickoff once again, and back deep to return is Nwangwu. The lone point scored by him today as he takes this return with momentum. Left side, and he will be taken down at the 23. All right, let's update the playoff picture, and I believe, yeah, Minnesota is going to go down to 0-3. Let me see what the playoff predictors has them as, and they're not at the very bottom yet. Packers 15 now, Vikings 14, and that would make the Buccaneers 13th, interestingly enough. Minnesota's offense back on the field after the 3-and-out and the quick Houston touchdown. As Sam Darnold has all day to throw, left side, diving effort, incomplete. Looking for Aaron Jones. I respect it. Just not quite good enough. All right, let me get this together real quick. So Houston is now 2-1, and they are the 7th seed in the AFC. Titans are now 8, Jaguars 9 as well. Darnold now after the incompletion, a little bit too long there for Aaron Jones. Will launch one left side again. It is on time for Justin Jefferson. So the Bengals are 10, the Ravens are 11 now. That's how that's going to be broken down. With Houston improving to 2-1. I think they're the only 2-1 team now in the season. So far at least, and that is the case. 8 minutes left now in this one before Minnesota becomes the first 0-3 team through 3 weeks of the season. Quick pass right side caught by Powell. Gain of 6 more. All right, I can open up the comment section once again now that that's all done and over with. We got a Davis Mills site. We might get a glimpse of Davis Mills today. We'll have to see. After the 6-yard completion to Brandon Powell, it is 2nd and 4. Darnold dropping back deep. Prancing right, checking it down. First catch today for TJ Hawkinson. Finally getting his name called. It has been a while since we've had to talk about the former Detroit Lion. But here he is. All right, I am in the middle of editing every pick'em results. 2 receivers to the left and to the right of Sam Darnold. On a 1st and 10. Left side he goes, down the seams, finds Hawkinson again. Back-to-back completions for TJ Hawkinson. That's still had Cousins, would they be 1-3? No. They would have won in week 1, I bet. Porzingis aura coming on the court. Bro actually does have aura, though. Time is still ticking away here, and it is not the friend of Minnesota so far today. Nothing successful on the offensive end. Left side passes up and almost intercepted. And sent it for Justin Jefferson. Most people, I think, if not all, have a winning record in the pick'em. That is, almost everyone's 3-1 or 4-0, which is cool. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. That pass was intended for Justin Jefferson. Down the middle, it is going to be caught by Jordan Addison, young and upcoming star receiver here in Minnesota, with the reception and a run down to the 8-yard line. Nothing like some garbage time TD. All right, still editing the pick-up standings. Almost done with these. Minnesota's offense trying to get to the end zone for the first time today after their special teams did it in the opening quarter. Darnold running for his life and throwing away incomplete. Chili, you're 2-2. Yeah, there are a handful of 2-2 people. I should have, I guess, rephrased that. But fan standings have been updated. We can move on from that. Feels so awful because I'm a week behind for my NFL schedule for Madden 16. Really depressed crying lately. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. 2nd and goal now for Minnesota. Darnold back under center. Pocket collapsing quickly. Good block there from Aaron Jones. Darnold stepping up in the pocket, and he will score by himself. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lila is 1-3. And Darnold will do his little dance. All right, so full season fan standings have been updated. Everything's updated except for the final score. And the extra point here for Reichert is on the way, and it's good. 28-14 is the scoreline. There you have it. Yeah, no worries, TCU. You're in a safe space here, my friend. 3-1, says Valet Prime. I'm also 3-1. Can't complain about it. Can't complain about that record. Yeah, that is true. That hardly gets any attention either, TCU Gamer Boys, so glad you brought that up. That's a fair point. On for the kickoff is Will Reichert. Kick return taken here from Sims from inside his zone 5 up the middle. Got a nice jump start to his return. Up to the 25-yard line. Up comes Stroud again. Before Nova didn't pick against my own team. I know, right? It's stuff like that that'll be like, really? And then you're going to pick your team next week and they're going to lose. Because that's just the way it works. That's how the world revolves around everything. That's just how it goes. 5-0 and 8-8 last week. True. Don't celebrate too early. Stroud and the Texans back on the field looking to put an end to this one with another handoff to Joe Mixon. He might be up to 30 carries by the end of this game, and I think he's guaranteed to be at that number. Had himself quite the day. And Houston will have a winning record after 3 weeks after their opening week loss to the Indianapolis Colts. They have bounced back nicely. 2nd and 7 from the 28 this time. High snap taken by C.J. Stroud. Down the middle he goes. Tank Dell's got the first down catch at the 36. And he's going to make me happy by keeping the time moving. Blake Cashman now with his 6th tackle. Yeah, the YouTube process is not for the weak, TCU Gamer Boys, so that's one thing for sure. Stroud back under center now. The rookie of the year on offense last year looking to continue his success. That pass incomplete, just the second time I've had to say that today. 20 of 22. He's pretty much had himself quite the day. Quite the day indeed. 20 of 22 on the afternoon is C.J. Stroud, the offensive rookie of the year 2023, with a handoff right side to Joe Mixon. Carry number 28 gains a yard. Is stream lagging or am I like? It's probably just me. It's not that it matters anyway. This game is pretty much over. All said and done. C.J. Stroud going out of the empty. 4 minutes left in regulation here. A pump fake left, and now Stroud will throw it in the dirt, incomplete. Now, hang on a minute. This game is not over yet. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, always going to be America's Game of the Week. Sounds fire. On for the punt is Tommy Townsend. Getting this one away, the former Kansas City Chief and Super Bowl champion. With a good punt. Returnable here for Nwangwu. Up to the 28-yard line. This game's got a chance, you know. Not over yet. Oh, man, it's such a boring game for no reason. Unfortunate. Pulled a bolt, yeah. Under 4 left in regulation. The Vikings trying to heap a crazy comeback, and that's a good start. Right sideline to Brandon Powell. Sam Darnold with the quietest 200-yard performance of all time. Sounds good, TCU Gamer Boy. If you need help, too, like finding the algorithm for YouTube, let me know. Time is ticking away here for the Vikings. It is not their friend as Darnold. Deep pass left side, downfield it is caught, and breaking away is Jordan Addison, and this game is not over yet. Touchdown Vikings. Little Bartulo, Raiders Week 3 game. Let me look real quick on the schedule. Sam Darnold with a heck of a toss across his body, and Jordan Addison, deja vu of the 49ers game last year, pulling away from Jeff Okudah for the Viking touchdown. Wow, so we're not done yet. Hang on. All right, Week 3, the Raiders play, let's see here, the 22nd, which is what, Saturday? I believe, yeah, Saturday at 8 p.m. they host the Carolina Panthers. Wow, but we're not done though. See a chance for a tie? Definitely not. We got some overtime opportunities, I guess, but wow. Jeff Okudah just had an absolute whiff of a defensive performance right there. That one's kind of hard to believe. But now the Vikings will kick it away, and all of a sudden they've rejuvenized on the offensive end, and they're feeling good after back-to-back touchdown drives. Reichert on for the kickoff. Back to a touchdown game. First time we've had to say that since it was 14-7. Sims on the return, left side, breaking away from the first guy, but not the second wave. Up to the 25. No problem, boss. Yeah, Raiders are, what are they? They're 0-2 right now, but if I had to say this, and I've said it before, they are the best 0-2 team in my Sim series. They had I wouldn't say their week 1 game is great, but they had a really good game against Baltimore on the road last week. Aiden O'Connell had a really good performance against the Ravens. Texans try to hang on to this one. A quick pass right side, checking it down to Dalton Schultz, and that's not going to work for anything, but it'll keep the time moving. Why do I have a feeling Minnesota's actually going to come back? This is going to be something. By the way, we hit 2.55K. Let's go. W, subscription number. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Minnesota has crawled their way back into this one, and they have the Vikings faithful believing, and they head off to Mixon with the marker down. This one might be coming back for holding. I think Dalton Schultz thinks it's him, and it is. When it rains, it pours, and it's Tank Dell. Wow. Tank Dell with the holding penalty, and it's all going wrong here for Houston in the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle to Mixon, taken down by Andrew Van Ginkel. Whoa. And I think Minnesota's got a chance now on their final drive. Texans are throwing this game away. They really are. We have hit the 2-minute warning, though. Houston keeps their lead by 7, and a game that's been boring is starting to become interesting late. I'll give them that much. Wow. It is as loud as it has been all afternoon at US Bank Stadium. On 3rd and 19, a handoff to Mixon, and he is going nowhere. The Vikings will have a chance to tie. Did not imagine this after that deep touchdown earlier to Nico Collins, but hold on. Minnesota, this is crazy. Yeah, you joined in when it was at its worst, to be honest. Wow. Tommy Townsend back on for the punt, and all of a sudden the script has flipped in favor of the Vikings. And they have a chance to return this one in one from his own 42. Will kick it left side, get up to the 48. In a 52-yard field for Sam Darnold with 2 timeouts and a minute 48. Whoa. Nah, scripted is crazy. Never leave before the 9th inning. Exactly. I guess you could be a blessing to Minnesota. That is possible. Darnold now in the 2-minute drill, minute 48, 2 timeouts, trying to tie this game with a 52-yard drive down the middle, almost intercepted. And that was Azeez Al-Shire physically rejecting quantum mechanics and teleporting across the field. Almost intercepting that one. But it falls incomplete. Doing the best Falcons impression. They may as well be. Unreal. Aaron Jones this time in the backfield. Justin Jefferson looking for the football here. Left side on an out route. A little bit too out. And incomplete. Yeah, I was expecting this stream to be over probably 5 minutes ago, to be honest with you. I'm kind of shocked. Now it is 3rd and 10 after back-to-back Darnold incompletions. Who do you go to here? With the pocket collapsing, Darnold right side incomplete. Looking for Jefferson, who had a step, and he overshot him. So it's going to come down to this play right here, 4th and 10. Still won't be over if they don't convert it. They could get the ball back, but not a lot of time. That's the one thing. Sam Darnold now going to work out of the empty. 4th down and 10. It's all going to come down to this. Can the Vikings keep the game alive? Darnold left side pass down the field off the hands of Jefferson and incomplete. Wow. He was targeted 3 times in a row and couldn't come down with the football despite the ball hitting him in the hands that time. Unreal. It ain't over yet, though. Still have 2 timeouts, and the Texans aren't in range yet. But the Night Knights are in chat. We'll have to see. Houston a 1st down away from officially having this game won, and they can improve to 2-1. Right side handoff to Mixon, spinning off the first guy and picking up a yard. Yeah, of all people to drop that pass, Justin Jefferson is a crazy pick. But it happened. What can I say? It happened. Absolutely wild. Mixon able to pick up a yard. Minnesota down to their final timeout. Now a counter run the left side. It's going backwards 3 yards. Timeout Minnesota. Harrison Smith with a TFL. And he joins Ivan Pace Jr. and Blake Cashman with 6 individual tackles. Holy cow. This is a huge play now. Houston has been pushed out of field goal range now, 3rd and 12. Minnesota out of timeouts at this point. Hand off to Mixon, who was taken down in the backfield. 33 carries for Mixon. But Jerry Tillery with the TFL, and the Vikings will have the ball back one more chance. All right, okay. I see it. Townsend on for the punt once again, taking the play clock down to 6, getting a good snap. And a wonderful punt is away. Fair catch called for, but it'll bounce into the end zone and knock over the back pylon for the touchback. I don't think I've ever seen the pylons interacted with in Madden, especially by a punt. Vikings got momentum. They have to. How can you not when you've had 14 unanswered in the 4th quarter? You may as well. Goofy punt from Madden. But it is what it is. 44 seconds and no timeouts left for Minnesota to go the length of the field. Sam Darnold, excellent protection, stepping right and throwing away. Not a terrible choice. Kind of shocked nothing opened up downfield, but what are you going to do about it? Will Anderson Jr. on the pressure. Couple more plays here. Darnold throws that one away, incomplete. Good heads-up play from him not to keep that ball in bounds. And this time down the middle is Justin Jefferson across midfield. There goes Jefferson. He's got Patriot beat, and he makes the touchdown-saving tackle at the 16. Thought he was gone for a minute. That was huge. But now the time is ticking away. They got to hurry. And here we go. Vikings getting back to the line of scrimmage for one final play in regulation. Darnold looking for the tie, launching to the end zone for the touchdown. Minnesota has done the unthinkable. Jordan Addison. Holy cow. Sam Darnold, back-to-back deep completions, and the Vikings an extra point away from forcing overtime. Holy cow. I think we got to ping the Discord, letting them know here. Crucial kick here for Will Reichert. Looking to tie the game at 28. It is up and it is good, and we have overtime at US Bank Stadium. Wow. Did not see this coming. And here's the coin toss, extremely important, and the Houston Texans will win it. This is insane, Santorio. Absolute chaos. But Houston can make it all for none, depending on what happens here. Man, I thought Jefferson was going to score that one. I saw they had one more snap. I was like, all right, here we go. And overtime's 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Wonderful. The odds of us having a tie are super unlikely. Will Reichert is on for the kickoff. And Houston, despite being shell-shocked, have got to be ready here. Sims on the kick return up to the 21. And Stroud will take over. I guess so, TCU Gamer Boy. Who knows? What up, Brendan Marks? This might be game of the year. You're not wrong. How long up the Colt the shotty for this? Bro, it's worth it, I'm telling you. Houston was up 28-7. The Vikings come back, score 21 unanswered, including a walk-off touchdown in regulation. What up the Red Foe? Wow. The Texans have a chance to win it with a touchdown on this drive, but all the momentum in favor of Minnesota. Stroud down the middle, caught by Diggs, gain of 9. And this game's coming down to the wire. What up, Matt and Cheese? What are the records? Minnesota's 0-2, Houston is 1-1. It has been a brutal start to the year for the Vikings, that's for sure. But a win right here in this fashion would probably set them a pretty good standard. The decibel level continues to rise here in Minneapolis. Off the play action, Stroud. Throwing left side, it is caught by Tank Dell. First down, Houston. And if you're the Texans, you want this ball as long as possible. I think the Celtics are probably going to take it tonight. I don't know what the score is. Let me check real quick. But I have a feeling this game is probably over. Yeah, they're up 12 in the second quarter. Wow. First and 10 now. C.J. Stroud making an adjustment to his right. And a delayed handoff to mix it up the middle. His 34th carry. Good enough to pick up 3. What up, Kyler Club? Completely forgot about Diggs in Houston. Yeah, that is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, offseason move for any team in the NFL. I have a feeling. Such a star receiver in the making. Man, I got to lock in. I can't believe this game is still alive. Gain of 3 on the 34th carry today for Joe Mixon. He has got to be exhausted. Bootleg right and a throw that direction for Stroud across midfield. There is Stephon Diggs cooking it outside up to the 40. And Stroud is throwing daggers right now. Trying to make this comeback all for nothing. All for none. Houston around field goal range at this point, but looking for the touchdown to end this one. Hand off to Mixon, and he's got a couple guys to beat, but Harrison Smith brings them down after a gain of 13. 35 carries for Joe Mixon. Get that man an ice bath ready for the end of this game. Wow. Unbelievable. Stroud trying to end it right here with a receiver left and 3 right, as he will empty out the backfield. Joe Mixon motioned out left as a receiver. Just a rush of 3 for Minnesota down the middle. On a crossing route caught by Diggs. Gain of 7. Go to guess my forward team. Diggs drafted by the Vikings. That's true. I didn't even think about that. It is a revenge game for him too, but just the long way. Kind of forgot about him as a Minnesota Viking, other than obviously the Minneapolis Miracle. That was quite the catch. Texans back inside the red zone. Stroud making a couple changes to his offensive line. Quick pass down the middle, diving attempt, and a nice one there for Nico Collins. Able to move the chains on a pass that was significantly behind him. But that'll work out just enough. I have a feeling this is going to be the most Minnesota thing of all time. Joe Mixon by himself in the backfield on 1st and 10. And he will get a left side handoff. Cutting up the middle. And picking up 3, and Van Ginkel goes down with an injury. Brutal loss there for Minnesota. And the linebacking core. Looks like that may be something with the shoulder blade or the bicep. Bicep injuries are the worst. The pain that would have to include. I cannot tolerate. That would be painful. But that'll stop the clock with 6:26 left. Walk-off TD would be crazy. 6:26 left in overtime. Now up to the 13 of Minnesota. C.J. Stroud stepping up, throwing left side to the end zone. It's incomplete, but a marker is down. Schultz dropped it. What's the marker for? Roughing the passer. Holy cow. Jonathan Bullard. Unreal. And the Texans are blessed with a 1st and goal after the roughing the passer. Take Dell switching sides with Dalton Schultz here. Stroud, quick pass left side to the end zone for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs walking it off where it all started in Minnesota. Wow. What a game, man. One of the worst games of the year turned into one of the best. Holy cow. The former Minnesota Viking in his first year in Houston comes back with a sick revenge story, and I'm assuming he got both feet down for that game-winning score. Wow. What a game indeed. Now, unless they review this, I'm going to see if they review it. If they don't, they're going to kick the extra point. The other team is going to drive. But by the rules of regular season, this game is over, so the extra point doesn't matter. Final score is 34-28. The Texans win this one. What a way to finish it. What a game. End of regulation, end of overtime. Significant. Awesome. So here I will show you guys the stats for both these QBs. Darnold got cooked up a little bit towards the end there. 342 passing yards is significant. But hey, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. What a way to end this one. Let's see if we can get another game like this tomorrow night. And I will see all you there, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Later, guys.